Ram Ram Ram. Namaste. Warm welcome to this revision session of Sri Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. As earlier mentioned, this will be an overall revision. We will have a quick revision of some of the pronunciation aspects. We will have most of the time we will have the attendees chanting who have joined, so that they can practice at least one shloka with me, so that I can point out the hrasva, dikha, etc. And third, I would also like to give some instructions for the assessment. So this is the plan for today's revision class. Okay, so we will start with the Mangalam. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guro paramam chishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. I will chant the Dhyana Shloka, the first verse, and then I will move on to the some tips about the pronunciation from assessment perspective. Dhyanam. Please visualize the form of Sri Lalita Parameshwari before we do the Dhyanam. Sindhuraruna vigrahan trinayanam manikya maulis phurat taranayaka shekharam smitamukhi mapina vakshoruham panibhyamali purna ratna chashakam raktotpalam bibhrati saumyam ratna ghatastha charanam dhyayet paramambikam. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhota Devakarya Samudyata. So I'll quickly move to the tips on the pronunciation. Okay, so we all have seen this Varnaha chart. We know that what is Swaraha. Swaraha means the vowels, and the vowels are split into mainly what we should know from this class from pronunciation aspect is Hrasvaha and Deedghaha, and from the other division is the Alpa Pranakshara and Maha Pranakshara. So with this background, I'll move to the Hrasvaswaraha and Deedghaswaraha. So Hrasvaswaraha means short vowels. So Deedghaswaraha means long vowels. The short vowels means it takes the time of one matra kala for us to pronounce. So which means it's like the blink of an eye. So short vowels Hrasvaswaraha takes one matra kala to pronounce. And Deedghaswaraha are long vowels which take more than one matra kala to pronounce. That is 2 matra kalas to pronounce. So we had taken the example of Shiva and Shiva. So Shiva Kameshwarankastha. So here Shiva, in the second word, in the second line of this verse, Shiva is there. So wherever there is a Hrasvaswara, we have to take care to pronounce the Hrasva correctly. And wherever there is a Deedghaswara, we have to prolong, we have to chant the Deedghaswara there. For example, in this particular verse itself, if we take Sarvarunana Vadyangi, so we have a Hrasva in Sa, that's all. Then we have Sarva, Va is a Deedgha. Again, Ru, U here. U is the Swara in this Ru plus U. So this is a Hrasva. Then we have Na, so this is a Deedgha. So Sarvarunana Vadyangi. So wherever there is a Deedgha, we have to observe carefully and pronounce the Deedgha. Wherever there is a Hrasva, we have to pronounce that carefully and not prolong it unnecessarily. So if you see in the second verse, Sarva Bharana, Bha, there is only a Hrasvaswara here, Bha plus A, Bha. Same with Ra, same with Na. But whereas Bhushita, so this Bhu, it is Bha plus U. So this is bhushita. So bhu is a dirgha, and in this shi, the shanmukha sha, here there is a hrasva. So bhushita, again ta is a dirgha swara. So that is here a dirgha letter has to be pronounced. So basically what I wanted to convey to you here is, please take note of this difference in pronunciation of Haswa and Dirgha Swaras. This is very important from the assessment perspective also. The next one is less effort and high effort, or the prana, the breath we use to pronounce the letters. So Alpa Pranaha, or where we will not put so much of effort, or we might not use so much of prana, the breath, air in pronunciation. Mahapranaha is where we put more effort or more prana or more air in pronouncing. So for example, Taranayaka Shekharam. So here Kha is a Mahaprana. But if you see in Taranayaka, the first Ka, this is an Alpa Prana. But after She, the second Kha here, this is a Mahaprana. So we have to take care to pronounce the Alpa Prana and Mahaprana carefully. So wherever there is an Alpa Prana, we will not put lot of effort there. We will not use too much of breath over there or air over there. But in Mahaprana, we have to put more effort. So Shekharam, Kharam, Kha. Similarly, Jayet, Spurat. So like this, in multiple places, we will come across both Alpa Prana and Mahaprana Aksharas. So this is again a very important point when whether you are taking a Parayanam assessment or a Smaranam assessment, you please take care of pronouncing the Alpa Prana and Mahaprana Aksharas carefully. Next is Sha and Sha. So there is a difference between the way we pronounce the Sha and Sha. So in Shiva, it is Sha. This is a Talavya Sha. In Shanmukha, this is Sha. So this is Murdhanya Sha. So Sha and Sha. Shiva, Shanmukha. So wherever, see, if you see this, Mahakamesha Mahishi. So the first one, this Sha is a Talavya Sha, which is Shiva Sha, and Mahishi is a Shanmukha Sha, that is Murdhanya Sha. So this is the another important aspect, because we come across both the kinds of Shakaras in Lalita Sahasranama. Please take note of this carefully. Okay, Kshamyatam. Then we have the usage of compound letters, Samyuktaksharani. Samyuktaksharani, as the name suggests, the compound letters is a combination of the multiple Vyanjanas. So we have, for example, if you take any verse here, Udyad Bhanu. So in Udyad, the is also there, Bha is also there. So there are multiple consonants in this. So this is a Samyuktakshara. So whenever we are chanting, we are pronouncing a Samyuktakshara, a compound letter, we have to ensure that both the letters are heard, like Udyad Bhanu, even the has to be heard, and Bha also has to be heard. Similarly, in Sahasrabha, Sa also has to be heard, and Ra also has to be heard. So like this, wherever there is a compound letter, a Samyuktakshara, please ensure whichever letters are there in that Samyuktakshara are pronounced correctly. So we cannot skip anything. Like we cannot say Rag, if we say Raga Swarupa, even the Sa has to be heard and Va also has to be heard. That is the important thing for Samyuktakshara pronunciation. Then we have Visarga guidelines. So in Visarga guidelines, you all know very well by this time because you have attended the classes. Whenever there is a Visarga followed by a Sakara, okay? So a Visarga followed by Sakara. So here, Shantihi Swastimati, if you are splitting and telling something, if you are reading this script as is. But because there is a Visarga and then we have a Sakara, we will be pronouncing this as Shantis Swastimati. You can hear that little bit of stress on Sa here. Shantis Swastimati. This is the correct pronunciation. whenever there is a visarga followed by sakara. Then we have a jihva muliya. Jihva muliya is when visarga is followed by ka or kha, alpa prana ka or mahaprana kha. So visarga followed by ka or kha. So in this case, we will not be chanting the complete visarga. We will not be chanting this as Mahasaktihi Kundalini. No, we will be chanting this as Mahasakti Kundalini, half visarga. Mahasakti Kundalini. So it is not Mahasaktihi Kundalini. No, that is not the case. So whenever there is a visarga and after that if we have ka or kha, then a jivha muliya will be replacing. So that is, we will be pronouncing this as Mahasakti Kundalini. So this is also an important tool that I want you to remember. Then we have a visarga which is followed by pa or pa. Pa or, so visarga and then we have pa or pa, like the example shown here. So in this case, upadhmaniya will replace. So what happens here is tushtihi pushti is there, but we will not be pronouncing again as a complete visarga here. We will chant this as tushtih pushti, tushtih pushti. So half visarga and then we will be pronouncing the pushti, tushtih pushti. This is the pronunciation for this. This is called as upadhmaniya. So we have 3 guidelines with respect to visarga. One is if a visarga is followed by sakara, then shantis swastimati, like this example in this 94th verse, second line, shantis swastimati. Then the other is jihva muliya, like the previous one we saw in 40th verse, mahasakti Kundalini. We will not be pronouncing complete visarga. And third one is Tushtih Pushti. So this is third one, Upadhmaniya, where we will be pronouncing the half visarga if the visarga is followed by pa or pa. Okay, so this is one. Then we have Varnadvitvam. Varnadvitvam means doubling of consonants, that is the Samyuktaksharas. So one thing that we have to remember here for that is, so whenever we have a vowel, that is the swara, plus any consonant, that is Vyanjana, the Samskrita name for consonant is Vyanjana, which is other than R and Ha. So it should not be R or Ha. Plus no vowel after that. After that, no vowel, no swara is there. Then the first letter of the Samyuktakshara gets doubled. What it means is, we'll take an example so it becomes clear. Ravi Prakhya is there. So we have in Ravi, there is a consonant which is, let's say, pra. So in pra we have pa and ra. So after that is in Ravi Prakhya, so we have a swara and then we have a pa and then we have ra. So this is a consonant where the doubling rule, the Varnadvitvam, will be applied. So when we pronounce this, we will not pronounce this plainly as Ravi Prakhya. No, Ravi Prakhya. No, that is not correct. The way we pronounce this is Ravi Prakhya, Ravi Prakhya. So Ravi, you can hear that bit of it sound over there. So Ravi Prakhya, like that. Then we have, if you take Trikonantara Deepika, na and ta is there. Trikonantara Deepika. So there is a little bit of dvitvam, that is the stress, that is the dvitvam, the doubling of na here. Trikonantara Deepika, like this. So again, if you take Daityahantri, so ta and ya, it's a consonant. So Dakshayani Daityahantri, Daityahantri. Okay, so that is the trick. So we have, so Varnadvitvam, whenever there is a consonant and in that particular, the first consonant is going to get doubled and that first consonant should not be a ra or ha. Okay, so this is Varnadvitvam. Another example for Varnadvitvam can be, let's say there is a swaraha, vowel, plus ra and ha. Instead of the consonant first, we will have r or ha, and then the consonant, the Vyanjana. Again, that Vyanjana should not be R or Ha. So because the Ditvam is not applicable for R or Ha. Okay. So in that case, for example, Bhava Bhava Vivarjita. So if you see here, Vivarjita, we are pronouncing the Repa first, right? So Bhava Bhava Vivarjita. So here the Dvitvam is happening on Ja in Vivarjita. The Dvitvam is happening on Ja. And before that, if you see, we have the Repa. So Vivarjita, Bhava Bhava Vivarjita. So the Dvitvam is happening on the consonant, which is the first letter of the not the first letter in this case, the consonant Ja, because before that we are pronouncing the Repa. Okay. Then we have in this Sarva Mohini is there. Okay. Sarvaga Sarva Mohini is there. So here also we are pronouncing the Repa first and then the Va. So here the Dvitvam is happening on the letter Va and not on Ra. Sarvaga. So Desha Kala Parichinna Sarvaga Sarva Mohini. So doubling is happening on Va in this case. Okay. Then we have Anuswara guidelines. One second, please. I'm just checking if this is getting recorded. I hope it's getting recorded. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. This session will be recorded and uploaded. In case if this is not recorded and uploaded also, I have covered the same session in one of the earlier revision classes in actually little more slower and detailed way. So you can follow that. There was a question regarding the recording of the session. So I thought, let me just answer it. So coming to the Anuswara guidelines, we have, I hope you remember we had spoken about Vargiya Vyanjana and Avargiya Vyanjana. Vargiya Vyanjana, the consonants which fall under the Vargas like Kavarga, Chavarga, Tavarga, Tavarga, Pavarga. These are all called as Vargiya Vyanjana. Ka, Kha, Ga, Ghana, Cha, Cha, Ja, Jana, like this. Then we have Avargiya Vyanjanani, which doesn't fall in these Vargas, but they are separately seen in the alphabets. In the Varnamala, which are Yara, Lava, Shasha, Saha. So these are Avargiya Vyanjanani. So whenever an Anuswara is followed by any Vargiya Vyanjana, for example, Sinduraruna Vigraham. So there is an Anuswara. Vigraham, there is an Anuswara. And then we have Trinayanam, 3. So we have Sinduraruna Vigraham, Trinayanam. So this Anuswara is pronounced as the last letter of this Varga, which is Trinayana, means Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam, not as Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam. So, but however, what I wanted to tell you is this is an optional one, but it is a best practice to follow, which is the perfect method of way of chanting if you follow this rule. So whenever there is an Anuswara followed by a Vyanjana, the last letter of that particular Varga, if it is Tavarga, Na is the last letter of that Varga. So if you see again in this last line example, Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam is there. So if we are chanting this entire line together without taking a pause here after the Pada, then we will chant this as Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanan Dhyayet. So because dha is there after the Anuswara and this dha is in Tavarga, the last letter of Tavarga is Na. So this is how this Anuswara guideline is applicable. However, if you take a pause after this Charanam, Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanam, then you will pronounce the Anuswara as is, that is without applying this Anuswara guideline. I will chant both ways, you can listen. Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambika. This is without taking a pause. So I pronounce Charanan Dhyayet. Now next one, I'll take a pause here. Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambika. So in this case, I took a pause after this charanam. So I pronounced this as charanam and then I continued with dhyayet. So this is the Anuswara guideline for Vargiya Vyanjanani. Then we have, I think we have covered more or less the Anuswara guidelines. So these were some of the common questions which I had spoken about in the earlier class also. Brahmatmaikya, Brahmani, Brahmi, Brahmananda, like this. So many people have raised a, some people have raised a question as, because it's ha and ma is the samyukta. If you read this separately, it's ha plus ma, right? So should it be pronounced it as Brahma is the question. So no, it is pronounced as Brahma only. We are going to pronounce ma only first. Brahmani, Brahmani, Brahmi, Brahma, Brahmana, Brahmananda, like this. Brahma is the correct pronunciation here, not Brahma. Then Rudhira Samsthita. Again, the question some of the people have raised is, why can't we pronounce this as Samsthita? It is not Samsthita, it is Samsthita only. Samharini only, not Sanharini. It is Samharini only. So this is more or less that I wanted to share with you about the pronunciation aspects, because from assessment perspective, this is going to be important. Let me go to the other slide deck. Okay. Okay, now from the assessment perspective, I want to give you some details. I want to know that I hope you have received mail regarding the assessment. If you have not received, please message me here on the chat box, or please write a mail separately to me if you have not received any mail regarding the assessment. So in that mail that you have received, there is a link for the registration form. So you have to fill in that registration form, wherein it will ask some basic details about yourself, and whether you're going to take part in Parayanam or Smaranam. So what it means is, Parayanam means you will have a book with you. You will see the book, and or you have the script in front of you on your laptop or mobile screen or whatever. You will see the script and you will do the chanting. You will do the Parayanam. That is the Parayanam assessment. The other thing is the Smaranam assessment. Smaranam assessment is, you will not refer to any book while chanting. You will not have the text also on the screen displayed, but you will be chanting from your memory. The test is going to happen like this. Whichever you have registered, you will be accordingly assigned to a specific external judge or external Vidvamsa scholar. And if it is Parayanam, they will tell you the verse name, like in verse number, whether you can chant 31st verse, 29th verse, 50th verse, and you can refer to the script in front of you and you can chant, do the Parayanam. Okay. If it is Smaranam, they will ask you, they will tell the first word of the verse. For example, I can ask you, can you start from Udyad Bhanu? So I can randomly ask, can you start from Samsara Panka Nirmagna? So you have to start from that particular place. So if you are giving the Smaranam test, I'll tell, can you start from after you finish the first few shlokas, first 2 or 3 shlokas, I'll tell you, can you start from Samsara Panka Nirmagna directly? You will go there. Or I'll tell you, can you start from Nama Parayana Prita? You will start from that. So they will tell you the first pada of the script or the or the stotram. From there you can start. But in case of Parayanam, they will tell you the number, the verse number, and you can refer to that in your book and chant. So in both the cases, the criteria for judgment is going to be, for Parayanam, it will be how your the bhava or bhakti, whatever we call it as, with which you are pronouncing the bhava, and the tune basically, and the bhava you put into that, raga bhava we call that as. Then there is something like, you know, on the spashtata. Spashtata means how well you are pronouncing something, that is whether you are telling the hrasva swaras correctly, whether you are telling the mahapranaksharas, alpa pranaksharas correctly. And the other important aspect is, so for example, I think I have stressed this in the class many a times. If you see this third verse which I am displaying on the screen now, this is Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala. All the text will not show you any split of these kind of names. It will be shown in one full line like this. So if it is shown like this, you cannot, whether they have underlined it or not, I don't think they would have underlined, but you, whether, you know, it is, if it is like this together, you cannot take a pause in between. You cannot break this Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala into two parts and chant. You cannot take a pause. You have to chant this together. So as far as possible, wherever there is a single name like this, one full line, please chant it as is. Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala. But wherever there is, like for example, in this case, there is a pause. You can see this break of this, you know, two parts, Pada 1, Pada 2. So in this case, you can take definitely a break here. So Mano Rupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka, like this. So you can take a pause after Kodanda and then you can start Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka. So please remember where to pause and where not to pause in this case. So this is also important from assessment perspective. So I said that one is whether your pronunciation spashtata, then raga, bhava and all that, whether you're chanting with, and in case of Parayanam, like I said, it is the smaranam part will not be seen. You will be, because you'll be asked to see the text and chant. And the other thing we will see is the nirargalata, which means the flow. Even if whether it is reading, that is Parayanam or smaranam, are you comfortably chanting the text, or are you, you know, taking multiple breaks and chanting or telling from either ways? So nirargalata we call it as, it is a fluency, the way, the flow with which you are chanting the stotram. These are some of the criteria that we look at when we are doing the assessment for any course, not just for Lalita Sahasranama, in general for all the courses of Vyoma. So this is about the assessment. I'll just quickly check if there are any questions. The assessment date is fixed for 22nd. It will not be possible to change because the availability of judges will be dependent on that. However, you can just write a mail to me separately. I will see how it is, if it is possible at all. I see that somebody has sent a mail that you have not received. Though, can you please, if you have my mail ID, I'll put my mail ID on the in the chat box. Whoever has not received the details of the assessment, the mail regarding the assessment, please send out a mail to me on this mail ID. I have put a message on the in the chat, in the question pan to all. Okay. Sandhya.vyoma@gmail.com. Please send a mail out to this email ID if you have not received the mail. Yes, somebody has asked for the complete script with all the 182 shlokas. Yes, that will be put. I think 176 is there. So I will put even the Mangalam shlokas, and in, probably in a day, it will get uploaded to the course page. And regarding the complete recording of the verses, it is in the process. It will also be uploaded soon. However, in case if there is a delay for currently for you to practice, there were 4 classes where we continuously did the Parayanam. Like, you know, we didn't do 1 to 183 together, but we split it and we did it like 1 to 25, then 25 to 50, 50 to 80, like this. So those 4 classes which are available on the course page, the revision classes, as well as the YouTube recording, you will get the continuous chanting of the shlokas. That is one question. Then this is something which in this region, Okay, yes, you can use, when you are taking up the assessment for Parayanam, you can use any language. I mean, if you are using a Tamil script, or you're using Kannada script or Hindi script, it is, or Devanagari, Sanskritam, it is up to you. You can use any book and refer and chant. Smaranam, anyway, you are not going to refer to any book. So please feel free to keep your own script, but ensure that the script is that book, whatever you are following, is a correct one, because some books may have some printing mistakes, and or may have pata bheda. Sometimes we understand if there is a patha bheda, but if there are printing mistakes, and if you are pronouncing it incorrectly, then it will be difficult for you basically. And how many verses are we supposed to recite during assessment? So generally it will not be a complete recitation of all the verses. It will be like around maybe 10 to 12 minutes, I should say, for each one of you. So that means you may get to recite maybe 15 to 20 shlokas, or little lesser than that, depending on the person who is assessing, and depending on the number of people, etc. So definitely you will not be asked to repeat all the verses. Then there is a question regarding Vanhi and Vahani. This is again a repeated question. Please note that in this case also, like Brahma, it is not Vahani, it is pronounced as Vanhi. It is not Vahani, it is Vanhi. Okay. Next, what is the other question? Okay. Luminous, I think Anna, you have not received the mail regarding assessment. Please put a mail to me so that I'll be able to help you out. Then okay. The PowerPoint version, like I said, will be uploaded. We had faced some technical issues regarding the template. There was some incompatibility, and because we were using the Shobita script, which is specific, Sanskrit specific. So there was some distortion in the script when we were trying to upload it. So we are working on it. So we'll be definitely done. We will convert it to PDF and put it. Somebody is asking to please repeat the dhyanam again. I will do that. So I will repeat it with a pause after this charanam this time. Please note it. Sinduraruna vigrahan trinayanam manikya maulis phurat taranayaka shekharam Smitamukhi mapina Panibhyamalipurnaratnachashakam Raktotpalam Bibhratim Saumyam Ratnaghatastharaktacharanam Dhyayet Paramambikam. Okay, so with this, I want the attendees to raise their hands. So I'll try to call as many people as possible. As I see, I'm going to call the names. KVS Iyer Mahodaya, I have unmuted you. So I'll ask randomly, not just the first shloka. Yes. Can you try this Padma Raga, KVS Iyer Mahodaya? Okay, I'll move to the next person. Geeta Vinod Bhagini.
Namaste.
Namaste Mahodaya. Yes, you can chant this Padma Raga.
Padma Raga Shiladas Paripavi Kabolabu Nama Vidruma Vibramsi Nyakyari Radanachara.
So two things. One, this bhuhu, this visarga in the end of the first line should be heard. So Padma Raga Shiladash, Padma Raga Shiladasha Paribhavi Kapola Bhuhu Nava Vidruma Bimbashri Nyakkari Radanachada. So one is Mahaprana. This is not just for Iyer Mahodaya. I'm highlighting this. It's for all of us. who is attending this. So please remember that these are complete one line. So you have to chant this without taking a pause. I know it is difficult for some of us. Yes, Mahodaya.
Shall I try once again?
Yes, yes.
पद्मरागशिलादर्श परिपाकपोलभू नवविद्रुम बिम्बं श्री नक्कारिदर्शनच्छराम्
Okay. Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya.
नक्कारिदर्शनच्छराम्.
So here after Bimbashri, don't take a pause. So after Bhuhu, take a good amount of breath. And then start with, if you want, take more time after Bhuhu. And then start Navavidruma so that you will be able to chant the second line easily.
धन्यवादः.
Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya. Geeta Vinod Bhagini.
Namo Namaha Bhagini.
Ha, namaste. One sec. Yeah, can you try this? Kanakangada.
Astu. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita Ratnagraiveya Chinta Kalola Mukta Phalanvita.
Uttamam Bhagini, you chanted well. Just whenever you're giving the assessment, please remember to chant little slowly and remember this consonant rule Vitvam. Okay, see here. Kanakangada Keyura. So these both the sounds should be heard. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Bhujanvita. So I'm giving a stress on here. If you see in the second line, Ratnagraiveya, Ratnag, you can hear this extra g, right? That Vitvam sound. Ratnagraiveya Chinta Kalola Mukta Phalanvita. So remember that and chant slowly. Otherwise, it is good.
Can I try once again?
Okay.
Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita Ratnagraiveya Chinta Kalola Mukta Phalanvita.
So Chinta, after that Dirgha is there. Okay. Chinta. So it's this Dirgha here was not heard when you chanted.
Ratnagraiveya Chinta Kalola Mukta Phalanvita. Ma'am, one
Chinta.
doubt.
Tell me.
No, I just wanted to check regarding the registration for the memorization as well as Parayanam.
Okay.
We're trying to memorize because you mentioned that only for one we can either one. So
correct.
We are trying to memorize in case we are not up to it.
You on that day you tell that you are not taking up the memorization, you are taking up Parayanam.
Okay. On that, so we will try to memorize.
I would. But please try to do the memorization. If not, just let me know in advance. So I will. That is, you write a mail to me. So I will move you to the Parayanam side.
Parayanam. So as of now, I can register for memorization.
Yes.
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Avasarala Mahodaya. I have unmuted you. Okay, I'll move to the next person. Usha Bhagini. Yes. Can you try this? Nakhadidhiti.
Nakadithati chinta. Nakadithiti sanjanna nabajjana tamoguna. Padadvaya prabhajala purakrita saroha.
Here nakha kha is a mahaprana, dha is a mahaprana. So nakhadidhiti. Can you try?
Nakadithiti sanjanna nabajjana tamoguna. Padadvaya
prabhajala. No pause after Sanchanna. The entire line has to be chanted together.
Can I try now?
Yes.
Nakadithiti sanjanna nabajjana tamoguna. पदद्वयप्रभाजालपराकृतसरोरुहा.
Dhanyavadah Bhagini.
धन्यवादः.
So please remember to chant the Mahapranas. Okay.
Thank you.
L Bastikar Mahodaya. I'll just Ram. Can you try this? Sumeru Madhya.
सुमेरु मध्य शृंगस्था श्रीमन्नगरनायिका चिंतामणि गृहांतस्था पंचब्रह्मासनस्थिता.
Uttamam Mahodaya, Dhanyavadaha. So in this case, if this again, I'm just telling this for the benefit of all of us. If you see very clearly, there is a pada break. That is, you can take a pause if you want after this. Sumeru Madhya Shringastha, Shriman Nagaranayika. Like this, you can take a pause after the first pada and then the third pada. You need not, chant this entire line in one breath. You can take a break. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. You chanted well, it was correct. Purnima Bhagini, I have unmuted you. Can't hear you, so I'll...
Namaste.
Yes. Namaste. Can you try this?
25.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sampatkari Samaruda Sindhura Braja Sevita Ashwaruda Dishtita Ashwakoti Koti Bhiravrata.
So two things here. In this first line, dha is a mahaprana, dha is a mahaprana. You chanted it, but try to put little more stress on those letters, okay? And then Sindhu Rabraja. So if you see here clearly, there is a dvitvam. There is a the consonant v and ra here, and there is a swara before this. So Sindhu Rabraja, Sindhu Rabraja, okay?
Sindhu Rabraja.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhurabraja Sevita.
Can I say?
Yes.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhu Rabraja Sevita.
Yeah. So dha is a mahaprana.
Okay. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhu Rabraja Sevita.
So again here there is another thing. This happens for me also. If we chant very slowly, like now you tried now, okay, then we will find it difficult to hold the breath to chant this entire line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you chant names like this where you have to chant together, if you go in a very slow pace, we all have some constraints with respect to our breathing, holding the breath, right? So we will find it very difficult. So you should not go very slow. And at the same time, it should not be very fast also. So you should see what is the comfortable speed for you. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhurabraja Sevita. So this generally will be a comfortable speed. If I say Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhurabraja Sevita, I find it difficult to chant if I go this slow. So please remember that if you go very slow for these lines, you will find it little tough.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll keep in mind. Yeah.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Lakshmi Bhagini, I've unmuted you.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste. Can you try 1 minute? Can you try this? Mooladharaika.
Mooladharaika Nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Manipurantarudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini.
Uttamam Bhagini, only one thing I noticed here. So when there is an Alpa Prana, please don't pronounce it as a Mahaprana. So generally we know we want to pronounce Mahapranas correctly. So in that interest to pronounce the Mahapranas, we will do a mistake of pronouncing an Alpa Prana also Mahaprana. So Vishnu Granthi, it's not Gha, it is Vishnugranthivibhedini. Just the last padam, can you try, Bhagini?
विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Thank you.
Srilatha, Bhagini.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
आज्ञाचक्रान्तरालस्था रुद्रग्रन्थिविभेदिनी सहस्राराम्बुजारूढा सुधासाराभिवर्षिणी. Again, I feel na. Did I spell na correct, ma'am? Na?
In the second line, that's what I wanted to tell. In the entire second line, Sahasrarambujarudha. Can you?
Yeah. Sahasrarambujarudha. Sudha.
Continue.
Sudhasarabhivarshini.
So here, Varshini, na. If this is that the first line, the last letter is Bhedini. It is na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Bhedini. In the last line, the last letter is na, which is ta, tha, da, dha, na. Na. Okay. That's it.
Can I try once again, ma'am?
Just the last padam, Sudhasarabhi.
Okay. Sudhasarabhivarshini.
Okay. So now just keep practicing. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dhanyavadaha. There is a question that if I don't get the raga during the assessment, is it okay? So sometimes yes, but it is important also to remember the raga. Raga means it is, we don't have anything very specific like Carnatic where we have to do some swaras and also as far as possible, please try to stick to the tune. The one important thing that I want to tell you is, please don't get worried that this is an assessment. Of course, it's an assessment, but please don't be too much worried that concerned that what if I chant like this or what if I do this mistake, etc. Because just on that, we have to put the efforts before that. That's all. On that day, it is all samarpanam to the Guru's Devi and whoever is come to take the assessment. So at that point of time, please don't be worried that what if I chant like this, what if I do this, etc. Think of it as a samarpanam and do it. But at the same time, before the assessment, please practice. That is what I will suggest. There is a question, so I am just answering that part. Amruta Vyasraj Bhagini.
Ram Ram. तडिल्लता समरुचिः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता महासक्तेः कुण्डलिनी विसतन्तु तनीयसी.
Uttamam. So here Tadillata Samaruchi, here we can take a pause after this Ruchihi. So we can chant it as Tadillata Samaruchihi Chakropari Samsthita. Other way, without taking a pause if you are chanting. So an extra sh has to be heard. Tadillata Samaruchi Chakropari Samsthita. So both the ways you can take a pause and chant, or you can chant together also. If you're chanting together, it will be Tadillata Samaruchi Chakropari Samsthita. This is how we chant. Dhanyavadaha Amruta Bhagini. Anita Nayar Bhagini. I have unmuted you. Okay, I'll move to the next person. Chitra Rajesh. You can try this.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Nityamukta nirvikara nishprapanja nirashraya nityashuddha nityabuddha niravatya nirantara.
The Alpaprana Mahaprana was all correct, Bhagini. Just try to concentrate on the Ditvam. See, for example, Nishprapancha Nirashaya is there. Sha and Ra is there. So, Nitya Mukta Nirvikara. So, Va is getting double. Nishprapancha Nirashaya Nirashaya. So, otherwise, it was good, Bhagini.
Shall I try, ma'am?
Yeah, you can try the first line, Bhagini.
Okay, ma'am. Nityamukta nirvikara nishprapancha nirashraya.
So after Nishprapancha, try to chant continuously.
Nishprapancha nirashraya.
Listen once how I am chanting. Nitya Mukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya Nirashraya. And this pa should not be heard as ba, it should be pa only.
Okay, ma'am. Nishprapancha nirashraya.
Dhanyavadaha, Chitra Bhagini. Rajeshwari Bhagini. E H Rajeshwari. I'll go back to the 25th verse. Yeah, Rajeshwari Bhagini, I can't hear. So I'll move to Jyoti Bhagini. Jyoti JP Mantri. Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste. Can you try this?
Yes, yes. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Vrajasevita Ashvaru.
Can you do it little fast?
Yes.
So that it will be easy for you.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Vrajasevita Ashvarudhadhishtitashva Koti Koti Bhiravrata.
Okay. Dhanyavadaha Jyoti Bhagini. I'll just for the benefit of all of us again, I'll just tell the important things in this verse. So here dha is a Mahaprana, very important first thing we have to remember. Second is, if you look at the third line, there are three Mahapranas coming together, dha, dhi and tha, and then we have a Shanmukha sha also. Generally what happens when there is multiple Mahapranas like this, we tend to miss out one. We will either miss out dha or we will miss out dhi. This is a common thing which happens to all of us. So here we have to give special attention. So this particular verse alone I will chant again. Please listen carefully. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Sevita Ashvarudhadhishtitashva Koti Koti Bhiravruta. I hope it is clear. So the first line chanted should be chanted together. Second line has to be chanted together. And there are multiple Mahapranas in this verse. So please remember to chant all the Mahapranas. I'll go to, there's another Jyoti Bhagini. I don't know if it is the same person. Okay. Can you try? I'll go to the next part. Can you try this, Bhagini? I don't know if I've unmuted. Yes. I can't hear you. So I'll go to the next person and I'll come back again and call out your name. Umayyal Bhagini.
Ram 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 ma'am.
Ram Ram. Can you try this?
Yes ma'am. Supta prajnatmika tulya sarvavastha vivarjita Srishtikartri Brahma Rupa Gopri Govinda Rupini.
Uttamam. So if you are finding it tough to chant the entire line together, after you can take a break after, like for example, Supta prajnatmika tulya sarvavastha vivarjita. Like that, you can take a break. Again, in the second line after Brahma Rupa, you can take a break.
Yes, ma'am. Can I try again, ma'am?
Okay, try. There are many people waiting, so I was just hesitating. Okay, you can
Okay,
try.
ma'am. Supta prajnatmika turya सर्वावस्था विवर्जिता सृष्टिकर्त्री ब्रह्मरूपा गोप्त्री गोविंद रूपिणी.
धन्यवाद.
राम 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 राम.
मानसी भगिनी.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please try? Yeah, this one. Tapatrayagni.
Ram Ram ma'am. तापत्रयाग्नि संतप्ता समालादन चंद्रिका तरुणी तापसाराध्या तनुमध्या तमोपहा.
But due to some lag, I was not able to hear clearly. So I will chant the shloka once. Please listen. Especially for everyone, pay attention to this ahlada word. Okay. Tapatrayagni santapta samahladana chandrika. So this is samahladana chandrika. So again, this entire line has to be chanted together. Taruni tapasaradhya tanumadhya tamopaha. This is the way we chant this. Meena Bhagini. Meena Bhagini, I can't hear you.
Bhagini, can you hear me now? Jyoti Somaya.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you try this one now?
Okay. Yeah. Sadhya praprasadini vishwashakshini shakshi varjita Sadhanga devata yukta shangunya paripurita.
Okay. I will teach once, you repeat after me, Bhagini. So here, if you remember our rule for Upadhmaniya, so there is a visarga after which we have pa. So Sadhya prasadini. Can you repeat?
Sadhya prasadini. Sadhya prasadini.
Vishwasakshini.
Vishwashakshini. Vishwashakshini.
Repeat only once. Sakshi Varjita.
Shakshi Varjita.
Shadanga Devata Yukta.
Sadanga Devata Yukta.
Shadgunya Paripurita.
Shadgunya Paripurita.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Vibha, can you repeat
Ma'am,
this verse?
Ma'am, Parayan means shloka numbers will be given, na?
Yes, they will tell you. For example, they'll ask you to first start with the Dhyana shloka. Maybe after one or two shlokas, they will tell you, can you chant 34th verse? So then you can go to that 34th verse and chant. So it will be told.
Okay. And will you be uploading full Lalita Sahasranam or we have to do slok wise only?
The practice, you're talking about the audio or you're talking about the script?
Me, audio.
Audio. Okay. So yes, we are going to upload the full audio, complete audio. Meanwhile, if you have to practice, there are 4 revision classes if you refer to the recordings, where we have done like around 30 shlokas together on a span of some 4 to 5 days. So which has that continuous chanting. So you can refer to that also for practice.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Dhanyavadaha.
Well, dhanyavad. Navyashri Bhagini, I've unmuted you. Mother Ghurnita, I can't hear, so okay. Yes, Bhagini, you can start. नव्यश्री भगिनी।
हाँ, हरि ओम भगिनी। मदघूर्णिततत्राक्षी मदपाटलगण्डभूः।
मदघूर्णित रक्ताक्षी। Can you chant again?
मदघूर्णितरक्ताक्षी मदपाटलगण्डभूः विद्धांगी।
One second.
चाम्पेय
Listen. 1 second. चन्दनद्रवदिग्धाङ्गी।
चन्दनद्रवदिग्धाङ्गी।
Digdhangi. There is g and dha. Okay. Chandanadravadigdhangi.
चन्दनद्रवदिग्धाङ्गी।
No, first say dig.
दिग्धाङ्गी।
Correct.
Okay.
Continue.
चन्दनद्रवदिग्धाङ्गी चाम्पेयकुसुमप्रिया।
धन्यवादाः भगिनी।
धन्यवादः।
पार्वती भगिनी।
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्ते। Can you try this?
सुमुखी नलिनी सुभ्रू शोभना सुरनायिका कालकंटी कांतिमती क्षोभिनी सूक्ष्मरूपिणी।
So I'll just mute you and I'll tell you the improvements, Bhagini. So in this Subhruhu is there. So if you are taking a break after Subhruhu, then please pronounce the complete Visarga. Sumukhi Nalini Subhruhu Shobhana Suranayika. If you are not taking a break after the this Visarga, and if you are chanting this continuously, then Sumukhi Nalini Subhru Shobhana Suranayika. I'll repeat. Sumukhi Nalini Subhru Shobhana Suranayika. So because you will be taking a break after the pada, I suggest you chant the complete Visarga and then continue. Same thing with the second line. After Kant, can you please go on? Okay. So if you're taking a pause, please remember to chant the complete Visarga after Subhru. Uma Bhagini.
Ram Ram Bhagini. 99. पायसान्न प्रिया त्वक्कस्था पशुलोकभय. I'm sorry, ma'am.
No problem.
Shall I start?
This is Twakstha. Second word is
Twakstha. Yeah. Payasanna priya Twakstha Pashuloka-bhayankari Amritadim Mahashakti Samvrita Dakinishwari.
So here Sha can be doubled. Dakinishwari. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavadama.
Gopika Chawda. I have unmuted you, Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. You can try this Swadhishthanam 104.
Swadhishthanam bhujagata chaturvaktra manohara Shuladhyayudha sampanna pita varnati garvita.
Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Swathi Bhagini.
कटाक्षकिङ्करीभूतकमलाकोटिसेविता शिरस्थिता चन्द्रनिभा भालस्थेन्द्रधनुप्रभा।
धन्यवादाः स्वाति भगिनी, उत्तमम्। Sujata Bhagini, I've unmuted you. I can't hear, so I'm going to the next person. Saudamini Bhagini.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Can you try this?
Yes. आदिशक्तिरमेयात्मा परमा पावना कृतिः अनेककोटिब्रह्माण्ड जननी दिव्यविग्रहा।
It was good, but in the second line, Bhagini, Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani Divya Vigraha. So if you see, there are a lot of Vitwams coming in this line. One is for Ba, one is for Na, and then again we have for Va and then for Ga. So listen carefully. I will mute you, but you can go on mute. I will chant this for all of us once again. Adi Shakti Ramenyatma Parama Pavana Kritihi Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani Divya Vigraha. So there is a Dvitvam for Bha and Na and Va and Ga. And at the same time, don't get confused and don't make a Dvitvam, chant a Dvitvam for Ka. This is a Swara Rikara. So Pavana Kritihi, this is plain. There is no Dvitvam in this case. Meena Bhagini, I've unmuted you. Can you try this?
Ram Ram. 129.
Yes.
129. Adrishya rahita Vigya Trivedyavarjita Yogini Yogyada Yogya Yogananda Yugandhara. Okay, Dhanyavadaha Meena Bhagini. So I will tell the improvements. So in this case, Adrishya, so sha will get double. Adrishya rahita. Here, Vignatri Vedyavarjita Yogini Yogada. It is not Yogyada, it is Yogada. Yogini Yogada Yogya Yogananda Yugandhara. So there is a Mahaprana also here. One sec, there's a lot of questions I guess here. I'll just check once. Give me a minute, please. Okay, I'll just go quickly to the 10th verse. There it is. Somebody wants the 10th verse to be repeated again. So here, Shuddha, the Alpa Prana, Da and Mahaprana. There is a question regarding the 10th verse. So I'm chanting this so that it gets clarified. Shuddha Vidyankura. So here Vidyankura. So there is a consonant. We have to pay attention here. Where Dvitvam also comes. Again, there's a lot of Dvitvams in this. You see a lot of compound words, not just the consonants, it's a compound words. That is Samyuktakshara. So I'll chant this entire verse again. Shuddha Vidyankura Dvija Pankti Dvayojjvala Karpura Vitika Moda Samakarshi Digantara. Vibha, can you repeat once?
शुद्ध विद्याङ्कुराकार द्विजपङ्क्तिद्वयोज्ज्वला कर्पूरवीटिका मोदसमाकर्षि दिगन्तरा.
Okay, I hope it is clarified for the person who had a doubt in this particular verse.
So I think we are running out of time. I tried to make it fast and give opportunity to everyone. I'll just see Shailaja Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. 1 second. I'll just go to a different verse altogether. Yeah. Can you try this, Bhagini? Satya Jnanananda Rupa.
Yes, Bhagini. Satya Jnanananda Rupa Samarasya Parayana Kapardini Kalamala Kamadhukkamarupini.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
So wherever there's another question regarding the same one he. So wherever it is one he, it is one he only. It will not become Vahani. It is always one he only. So you have to pronounce it as one he only. So another question is there a Ditvam for Digantara? I think it was with respect to Samakarshi Digantara. No, Digantara, there is not a compound letter. The compound letter is in the previous letter. Samakarshi Digantara, right? So the compound letter there is in the Karshi, Sh, Repha and Sha. So there the Ditvam is happening on Sha and not on the. I hope it is clarified. I think I've tried to answer as many questions. Okay. I'll try to give call out couple of more names and then we'll close. R Vangapalli rvangapalli@gmail.com. I've unmuted you.
Hari Om Sandhyaji. Hari Om Sandhyaji. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you try this?
Yeah, quick question. So we have this Mauli, for example, right? So there's a La and a La pronunciation. So Devanagari doesn't have that difference, but do we need to differentiate Mauli, La?
Can you just so if it is La, it is La only. If it is La in Devanagari, like it is not that it is not used. There is a script for even La in Devanagari. But if it is La, it has to be pronounced as La only and not as La. If you can point out to me where you have used La in Sahasranama.
For example, Maulispurat.
That is not Maulispurat. If you see, it is La only. You can see the text, right? If it is given La in any text, then it is not the correct. I mean, it is maybe it is a Patha Beda, but the actual script is going to have La only. So it has to be pronounced here as Li, that is La, Mauli only and not as Mauli.
Mauli, okay. Yeah.
Would you like to chant, Mahodaya?
Which one? I can do. Yeah.
Yes, you can try this.
I'm not able to see, ma'am.
You're not able to see my screen?
Yeah, now I can see. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Savyapasavya margastha sarva padvinivarini swastha swabhava madhura dhira dhira samarchita.
Uttama Mahodaya, just you missed a dirgha here. Margastha, dirgha is there. Dhanyavadaha. Rekha Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. Can you try this? Dashamudra.
Yes, Bhagini. Dashamudra Samaradhya Tripuratri Shrivashankari Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya Jnana Gyeya Swarupini.
Okay. Dhanyavadaha Rekha Bhagini. I will just tell the improvement points. I have you can go on mute. So here Dha is a Mahaprana in the first place, okay? And this is Jnana Mudra. It is Jnana Mudra, Jnana Gamya, Jnana Gneya Swarupini. So this is how we pronounce this. Vibha, can you chant this verse, please?
Dashamudra समाराध्या त्रिपुरा श्रीवशङ्करी ज्ञानमुद्रा ज्ञानगम्या ज्ञानज्ञेयस्वरूपिणी.
Dhanyavadaha Vibha. So if in case I have left anyone by mistake, please excuse me, apologies for the same. If further to this you have any doubts, and in case if I have not answered any questions, please write to me. I will try my best to respond to you in the next one day. And if you have not received any registration mail or something, and you're not able to register and facing any problems also, please feel free to send out a mail to me so that I can help you to get that sorted out. So with this, I thank you all for taking time to join this revision class. I hope it was useful, and all the best. Register for the assessment, whichever you are comfortable with, Parayanam or Smaranam. I would recommend to do Smaranam if possible for you. If not, at least take up the Parayanam assessment. And as I said, please feel free to get back for any doubts you have regarding any pronunciations. With this, we'll just chant the last two verses and close. Vibha, can you chant the last two verses, please? That is starting from Shri Shiva. Vibha, yes.
Shri Shiva Shiva Shaktyaikyaroopini Lalitambika Evam Shri Lalita Devya Nam Sahasrakam Jaguhu.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Next, the last one also, please.
Iti Shri Brahmanda Purane Uttarakhande Shri Hayagrivagasya Samvade Shri Lalita Sahasranama Stotra Kathanam Sampurnam.
Tamam. Dhanyavadaha Vibha. We will do the Mangalam. Then I'll be available here for another 5 minutes, so that if you have any questions, you can put it on the question pane. I will try to answer it. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute. Ram Ram Ram. Dhanyavadaha. Look forward to see you all on the assessment day.